everybody, how you doing? It's Junkyard here. Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Junkyard. Today we are cooking grilled beef and cheese sandwich. Something quick, something easy, something tasty. Let's get started.
If you're looking for cool videos, then you're at the right place. From PC to the console, and leave a smile on your face. Junkyard, Junkyard. Get ready to watch a video from Junkyard.
The ingredients are pretty simple. We have bread, onion, ground beef. This is about a quarter pound of ground beef. Again, this is for one sandwich. It's a quick, easy thing. It's like a hamburger patty and you grill it up. So depending on how many of these sandwiches are you cooking, obviously proportion accordingly. Then we have some cheese. The cheese here is Monterey Jack cheddar cheese. It comes out of one of the pre-shredded type cheese packages these days. You can use Gouda cheese. Gouda would be oh so good, but I don't have any Gouda cheese. So ideally have fun with it. Go from there. Let's cut up the onion. We're just going to go ahead and, we're not using a lot, so literally I'm just going to go ahead and slice a slice here off and get rid of this. Let's head over to the grill. In our hot pan, we're just going to put a little bit of cooking oil in here. Not much, just about a tablespoon or so. Heat up the onions. Now here you could also use scallions if you wanted to. As for me, I always just grab what I have in the house. I'm going to warm those up a little bit until they're almost transparent. Alright, let's go ahead and add our meat. A little kosher salt. Some pepper. We're going to cook that till it's brown. Okay, so here's the part where I put the bread on the butcher block, put cheese on it, tell you again a little bit about the different cheeses, the Gouda, Swiss, you could use a lot of that. Alright, I forgot to hit the on button and I forgot to film this. So, cheese on the bread, finish up browning up the meat, and here's what's next. Just spoon this onto the bread itself. Try to get that pretty much evened out here for you. And it made a mess all over the place, didn't I? Okay, get all these morsels here. Let's sandwich those two together. Then we're going to take some margarine. We're going to butter one side of the bread here. Alright, we're going to head back to the stove. So we're using the same pan. I wiped it out with a paper towel to get some of the pieces off there. Put the sandwich on there. You'll hear it start to sizzle. And let that cook. Okay, now we're going to take a little peek underneath and just see how the bread's doing. Still a little bit more to go. Alright, so just before we're ready to flip it over, we want to add the butter to the other side. You don't want to add it too early because then what will happen is the butter will melt into the bread too much and become soggy. And if it sticks a little bit, like mine is doing here, just go ahead and fight with it a little bit. And let's flip this over. We have a little bit, we have a little fatality here, but that's all right. It's still going to be edible. Again, all my sandwiches and all my cooking can't always be perfect. Even though we try, the flavor is still going to be there. We have a hole. All right, let's peek on the other side. This sucker is definitely a sticker. All right, that's pretty much done. Let's go over to the cutting board. I think what we had the failure is the pan maybe, I had a little bit extra beef grease on there and I thought was off, but it wasn't. But nonetheless, look at that sandwich. Beef, the cheese is all melted through and through. Let's take a bite. You know, sometimes the food that even falls apart on you, you still got to eat it. The flavors are incredible. The meat is just really good. Again, with the meats, you want to go ahead and make sure you get yourself a good fat ratio. You know, 93%, 80-20. Don't go any lower than that. I know they have 70-30. That's probably too much grease in it. But nonetheless, this is a really good sandwich. Hopefully you give this one a try. Make sure you please remember to thumbs up or like the video or however they do it these days. Leave your comment down below of other ideas you'd like to see. Thanks for watching. Needless to say, keep cooking.